Joel, I won't do a rap. I'm tired. Really tired. Just working on some tunes. Trying to figure out how to do computer stuff. How are you guys? Those lights are kind of intense in the background, I just realized. It's just those ones too. The rest of them are fine. Strange. You can buy this hoodie off me if you want. Figure it out. I've been in here all day long. And it's been sunny all day outside, but this is where I've been the whole time, which is good. I did get some sun cream today, yeah, thanks be to God. Problem was, I was out in that kayak and when the sun is reflecting off the water onto my sensitive Irish skin, it's not a good thing. So it's good that I was able to figure that out. Best and worst part of my day? Don't know. I haven't had a bad part of my day today, which is nice. What am I doing here? I'm working on music. Yeah, just working on some stuff. I'm not worrying too much about what it is. I'm not freaking out about when I have to make an album. Taking my time. But yes, that's why I'm here. I'm making music. I love coming on here and hanging as well, because honestly, there's not a lot of humans around here, so the interaction is actually kind of nice. It's a very welcome thing. This is like I have an office job, like a normal thing. Also, by the way, my battery is quite low, so I'm on here until it dies. I think I'm rocking with about 10%, so it should be fine. Phone is relatively new. The battery has yet to shit itself, so it should be fine. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I could get a charger, but It's over there. It's just not really feasible for me right now. What was the Ryman like? The Ryman was so good. That place is like, it's just, you can't really explain how good a venue that is, you know? It's hard to be present when you're playing it, and it's hard to kind of take it in. And then once you have done it, it's very hard to describe how great it was, because it's a totally unique thing, and that venue feels really unique. Copy link, yeah, we're doing it. Waffles or pancakes? American waffles are like a different thing, aren't they? Waffles to me are potato waffles. So, really different things. I'll base my answer off American waffles, and I will say pancakes. Although chicken and waffles, that's probably my favorite thing. I always say if I had one meal left, that's what I get. Chicken and waffles. It's the best. What am I doing? I'm starving now, but I think I might go straight to sleep, do a jet lag sleep. Go on, Ian. I only saw you there. Ugh. Dad, I told you to go to sleep. Put your profile on private too. What's my lowest note? A D. Super low D. Hang on. Oh. Man. Don't know why that's not working. Anyway, it's a D. It's my lowest note. All right. Sorry, haven't been focusing. What will we talk about? I loved New Orleans so much. It was one of the best days off we've ever had on tour. We went to a place called Luke's, I think, for food, and then just wandered around. There is nowhere like New Orleans. It was so good. Went to the Preservation Hall for one of their performances. That was brilliant. How was tour in Seattle? Seattle's always good. We played the Paramount Theatre a few times. That's one of my favorites. Someone in this chat thinks the back of my laptop says boob. No, it says good. Plus, no one would have seen it. It's like boog, if anything. I'm done for the day. With music, not with you guys. Sorry, I went missing there. We're good for another while. How do I get past writer's block? I've been doing it like recently. There is no way that I get past it. I just wait, you know. It happens. I also don't know if I've had like fully fledged writer's block. Like that to me seems like quite an extreme thing. I don't know if I've had that. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I'm like slower writing things I like. Sometimes it takes longer. I don't know. It's just about being patient, I guess. Sometimes it just feels like work, and sometimes it doesn't, I guess, is the key. Am I working on any new songs? Yeah, all the time. All of the time. I promise you, any artist, like, I don't know, I feel like, yeah, I'm just constantly doing that. Always, always, always. And if I'm not doing it, I'm thinking about it, and it's never off my mind. Won't be long now. Anyway, we've still got a lot of time. I started this on 13%, so we're sorted for a while. How long will I be in Jamaica? A little while longer. A little while longer. Sing something. I actually won't this evening, I'm afraid, because I've been singing all day long, and my voice has gone to sleep for the day. Tell us about that hoodie. This hoodie is a hoodie I got a long time ago, and I've actually worn it very few times because it doesn't necessarily feel very me, you know, but I've gotten there over time, gotten more comfortable with it, and I'm in Jamaica, so it feels like it makes a lot of sense. You know what I mean? I don't know if I can. You look stoned. Yeah, I'm not. That's just the way I look, and also I'm jet lagged still, but I'm not fighting the jet lag at all. It's beautiful. So I've been going to sleep at like 8:30 and 9 p.m. and waking up at 4 and 5 and stuff. It's really cool. I've been liking it a lot. How's kayaking? Oh, it's the best. I actually, I I googled how many shark attacks there's been in Jamaica, and apparently since like 1870 there's been 20. So I'm happy enough with my odds when I'm out there. So I was out there for like 2 hours this morning. It's so good. Like you can see to the bottom of the ocean, and it's all just super colouredy fish. It's gorgeous. Someone asked me something about the second album, and I'll answer it. Like interview questions. You definitely watch Love Island. No, I don't. I do not. I appreciate their support, but I have not watched it. Hang on. I saw some Jamaican aquatic info there. Oh yeah, the lighty uppy fish. I did that in Ireland. How many songs do I currently have for it? That's a good question. That's a funny one because it changes every day, because A, I'm writing all the time, and B, I always have a hard time actually figuring out which ones I really care for and which ones I know are good but might not be like the real thing. And so I'd say I'm currently rocking about 10 to 12 ideas that I really care about. Really, really. But these things change over time, so I'm just taking my time. Any songs on the new album that didn't make it to the first? Maybe, yeah. Maybe. There's definitely a couple that got left behind that I'm not comfortable with losing. That's a fact. La, la, la. After Rain's second album, nah. That song exists. It's all good. My favourite song from the first album is An Evening I'll Not Forget, for sure. I think the way we built up that song, it didn't lose anything, and I like that a lot. Ever forget my lyrics? Yeah, it's happened like a couple of times. Once or twice. When you get too comfortable, that's when it happens. But like, it's fucking hard. It's a lot of words floating around your head all the time. Do the reactions to the snippets you post help you figure out what resonates the most? Yeah. That's a good question. The reactions to the snippets I post, do they help me figure out what sort of connects the most? It does, but also, if you think about it from my point of view, if I post a snippet of a song and it gets really good feedback, then I'm like conscious of the fact that it's gotten good feedback from people who like what I do already, you know what I mean? So, and that's a good thing. So I don't mean to speak negatively on it, but it's like if I'm trying to grow as an artist, maybe it's not the worst thing ever if I were to put up a snippet sometimes and there was some people being like, that's not necessarily it, you know what I mean? I hope that makes sense. Like that if I did things that only got amazing feedback from people who already like what I do, then I would stay in the same place permanently, you know what I mean? It's like a shitty way of trying to explain it, but you know what I mean? Do I care if my music resonates with people? Yeah. 100%. Absolutely do. Yeah, absolutely. I can't make music like for other people. I have to do it for myself, but I definitely care if it resonates with people for sure. Do I meditate? Not currently. I used to do it a lot more, and it's definitely a good thing, but I'm crap at like forcing myself to sit down and do nothing. Have I ever coughed or sneezed while singing in a concert? No, I actually haven't. Maybe I've sneezed. I don't know. Dodgy thing to say these days as well. Nah, I don't think I have. It's funny, I think your brain blocks that stuff out when you're very busy doing other stuff. Have I broken a string on stage? Yeah. Many times. Actually, I know some people who they get like a little metal plate put in the guitar like here so that when they break a string they can just rip it off and it doesn't hurt the wood. Who do I want to collaborate with the most? Dave or J. Cole? For sure. I don't unscrew my drink with... Oh, we're in a mirror. This is my right hand. Do I go on a special diet when I'm singing all the time? No, I don't. I think a lot of people do. And I'm sure that's a good thing to do. But, I mean, like, you have to eat nice things, don't you? You can't limit yourself completely. So, yeah, no, I haven't gotten that deep into it. Where am I going next? Truth be told, I'm going to New York City quite soon, and I can't wait. Really can't. Would I consider writing a novel? Yeah, I definitely have. I've actually done little bits like that, but I don't know. We'll see. I will do that before I'm done with the whole thing. I'm gonna do a battery check. We've got time. Any shows in New York? Nah, that's ill-advised at the moment. So we've got no shows planned. I might do something fun though. I don't know. Something, if we can keep it safe, we'll do something. Am I into photography? I am. And I'd like to get way more into it. I think it's a beautiful way to explore a place and keep your phone in your pocket, because when you're taking pictures and stuff, it takes your mind away from all that. So it's a really good way to just like not have your phone out looking at stuff. Someone says stop ignoring me. I'm not actively ignoring you. There's just a lot of things coming in, I'm trying to catch a few. What colour is my toothbrush? Blue. Colour blue. Favorite Christmas song? It's Driving Home for Christmas. Actually, yeah, it's a song called Driving Home for Christmas, and I have yet to find an American person who knows it. And so, if you're watching this and you haven't heard the song Driving Home for Christmas, you have to go and listen to it right now, because it's the best. Do I ever watch the videos where vocalists review my music? No, I don't. I worry about what they would say. Because, like, they could watch a video of you when you're doing your 5th night in a row, you know what I mean? And then, yeah, no, I think, like, I have a strict policy. Like, I very rarely read reviews or anything. Because, like, you're trying to do your thing. You put your everything into it, and so like why I just don't see a whole lot of value in, like, if a review is good, then great, it's good, and if it's not, then it's just going to affect you negatively and make you worry when you're trying to do a good thing. So I try and steer clear of people kind of assessing what I do. Favorite podcast? Best podcast is called The Dollop. It is the funniest thing. I now am conditioned to fall asleep with like one headphone in and a podcast playing in the background, and that's how I fall asleep. That's the only way I can fall asleep. So So, not the only way I can fall asleep, but that's just my routine now, and that's what I'm always listening to. It's brilliant. Am I taking care of my vocal cords? Yeah, I am, yeah. It's all good. I'm learning all the time. Yeah. I guess what's interesting for me is that, like, I sing... All my songs are, like, up at the high end of my register. So, like, I have made it very hard work for myself to sing these songs. And so I'm working on it all the time. But yeah, it feels good currently. Do I like UFC? I like it, yeah, but I don't know. Sometimes when it's like full on, like fighter on top of another fighter, like bashing them in the head and there's blood everywhere, that's kind of hard to watch. Do a song fully in your lower register. Yeah, it's a good shout. But then I feel like it loses a bit of power. Best TV show? Oh, ever? SpongeBob. Friday Night Lights. Favorite Irish trad song, Ian? I would say, The Parting Glass. What do I think about Billie Eilish? I think she is great, and I think even just like talent and music aside, I think it's very admirable how she conducts herself at such a young age with such a fucking bizarre level of fame and attention. I think she does a great job of that, and it's very admirable. So yeah, she's great. Favorite song on Folklore? Exile, obviously, because Bon Iver's in it. But I've been going back and listening to The One a lot. I like that song. It's very catchy and not cheesy. That's a tightrope. I would love to come back to Australia as soon as possible. It's a magic place. Favorite Ed Sheeran song? I See Fire from The Hobbit. That's my favorite. I think that's a brilliant song. I would like to write a song for The Hobbit. No M&Ms today. No. Disaster. They were on the minibar and then they didn't get restocked today. So we'll see tomorrow. Could be a thing. The crickets are loud currently, yeah. Yeah, you can't hear them, I'd imagine, but there are crickets pinging away. Did I ride the horse in the Moments Past video? I did, actually. I'm surprised I've never been asked that question before. Yeah, so I did ride that horse, and it was so good. It was like it was this fancy Hollywood horse who like knew where the camera was and everything. It was unbelievable. But there was this bit at the beginning where we were super tight for time. It was very, very like, okay, we have to do this and then move on and do this. And it was really, really intense. And like, it was the first proper video I had done, but there was like 70 people on set or something. It was really intense. And there was this bit where obviously I would be riding a horse and there was a stunt double for me. But I was adamant that I wanted to do it actually, and so we went to do it, and like you push and try and get it to go fast, like as quick as you can, and I was messing it up, and then they were like, okay, come on, like we're wasting time, and then I was like, no, give me one more chance, and I gunned it and the horse took off, and it was so good. Like, because I get awkward on video shoots, so every bit where the horse was involved, I was like delighted. I would have done that the whole time. Hang on, doing a battery check. Now, still got 5%. It's 9 o'clock. It's getting close to my bedtime. Some of these questions are mental. You got sprayed by a skunk. It's fucking hell. Oh God. Who are some of my favorite artists right now? Meek Mill, Dave, Justin Vernon, Billie Eilish. Yeah, plenty, loads, always. What will I be doing in New York? Working on music, doing my job. Yeah, just kind of thinking about second album, getting ideas together. Fuck New York, the parting glass. No, I am not going to sing a song tonight. This is better. I prefer this. I've been singing all day. This is nice. I feel like we get to know each other. I think it's a good thing. What convinced me to get AirPods? You know what convinced me to get AirPods? My head kept getting ripped off every time I went through a door. It was unbelievably annoying. Favorite whiskey is Redbreast. That's the best. Favorite Nintendo Switch game was Zelda, but then there was that one. This is going back like to last year, but there was this one boss that I just couldn't kill. I couldn't, and I even YouTubed like how to beat this boss, and I just couldn't figure it out. It was so intense, and I get stressed out with that stuff. Like, I can't play Call of Duty and stuff because it's just so stressful. So, yeah, I couldn't kill this one particular character, and so I just gave up. So, yeah, Zelda was really good, and it was a lovely way to pass the time, but it was ruined once I encountered that fella. It was the one inside the elephant. It was terrible. Breath of the Wild, that's the one, yeah. What do I do to distress? Plenty of things I do to distress. Favorite form of potato? Jeez. Do you take milk in your tea? I don't drink tea. I don't drink tea. Sorry. I drink coffee, a ton of coffee. A lot of food questions here. This has got nothing to do with my album. When will you get new music? I'm not sure. Won't be long. Like, it's a constant thing. I'm just constantly working on it. Place I haven't been, but I'd love to go. That is Machu Picchu in Peru. That's where I would love to go. Do I have a theme for the album? Not yet. That's one of the main things, isn't it? Because I'm like, it's relatively easy to just sit down and write a song that people might like, like that's an easy thing to do. But like the first album naturally had a theme because it was my whole life in it, and you have your whole life to make your first album. You got so much time. And then if you have any degree of success, you try and get that second album out like in a much smaller window of time. I'm not saying it needs to be rushed, but like you do have to get it out. And so that's the main challenge for me. So sometimes like while I'm here, for example, it's not even necessarily the case where I'm like just sitting down writing songs all day. Sometimes I literally just sit with the words and the titles I've already got and try and figure out what second album might actually be about. You know what I'm saying? Sophomore jinx, no such thing. Get it done. I feel like anytime anyone's been jinxed by their sophomore album is that, like, to me, COVID and all that, like, if there's any upside to it, it's that it's given me way more time to make a second album. So like it means that I can actually figure out what I want it to be and how I truly feel instead of just trying to churn out a bunch of songs. You know what I'm saying? So it gives me time, and I feel like often if people's second albums aren't as huge as their first, not as huge, but whatever. If people think someone sort of slips up on their second album, I'd imagine it's probably because they've had a really successful first album and they are like being told they have to squeeze their second album into a tiny window in between tours. You know what I'm saying? So who knows? I don't know anything. I'm doing all these things for the first time, so I actually don't know anything. That's the truth. I look tired. Yeah, I feel tired now. It's literally only 9 o'clock at night, but I feel so tired, and I'm gonna sleep for a good 8 hours now. I'm on 2% too, by the way, so it may not be long. What helps me to be creative? Like, I don't know. I haven't got it figured out. You know, like I try and listen to music all the time. Try and listen to podcasts. But then, like, what helps me to be creative, honestly, is stepping away from it for a few hours, taking some time. You know, like just being in the studio for 20 hours a day isn't necessarily the answer. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta be. It's far more productive to do like 2 hours good work than just sitting there for 10 hours doing nothing. All right. Best experience so far in Jamaica has been out in the kayak in the water. Uh, it's very peaceful. Um, any COVID related songs? No, no, I haven't gone there yet. I've noticed like I was listening to Big Sean's new album this morning, and he is like he's rapping about a pandemic, and there's certain rappers I know have gone for COVID and stuff, but not me, not yet. I don't. Yeah. I have got a charger, yeah, but I'm too tired. And if I charge my phone, I'll be on here for ages, and I need to um snooze so that I can get up and do musical things. Would I ever do the hook in a rap song? 100%. I'm working on like multiple things. There's a lot of exciting things happening. So We'll see. Alright. I'm out for today. Thank you, guys. Good to talk to you. Appreciate it. See you tomorrow, maybe, next day, whenever. All good. Night, 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 night.